come to be as we are, and where did we come from? These are questions we've been asking since we were children, and some of us still ask as adults. By the conclusion of my speech, I would have defined evolution, explained the Big Bang Theory, and the evolution of man. The same question of did we get placed here by an all-knowing God, or did we evolve from an ape-like creature to become the amazing animals we are today? I can understand why a parent would tell their young child the story of creation, which according to Robert Braun, in Adam, Eve, and Evolution, is where God made all that we know and love in 7 days, giving a child faith and the idea that a loving and all-knowing God is there watching. The unrealistic story, although a good story for a child, can seem offensive to an adult after everything we've gained. Although these stories teach us morals and right from wrong, that is all they are, just stories. I'm certain by this point you know that I believe in evolution. Evolution, by definition, at dictionary.com, is a change in the gene pool of a population from generation to generation by such processes as mutation, natural selection, and genetic drift. In other words, a slight genetic change over time. You might say, fine, that might be so, but then how did our planet come to be? Science has developed a theory called the Big Bang Theory. The Big Bang Theory is not the show. The Big Bang Theory is actually an explosion that occurred from the size of a golf ball and sent out materials all throughout the universe, creating our universe, sending out materials such as atoms, matter, everything. According to Chris LaRocco, the Big Bang Theory sure was big. The belief is, with time, all the atoms, radiation, and other materials started to form together from the force of the blast. And the pressure on the elements started creating stars. And then after the stars were created, our planet started to form. These planets were unlike ours, but with time and rain, our planet began to gain oceans. And then after the oceans, we started to gain land masses. And Discovery.com's What is the Big Bang Theory basically states life started to form from all of the elements on the Earth that we already have and started giving us plants and creatures, some similar to what we've seen and some unlike anything we've seen. There are differing opinions on the matter of evolution for scientists. One of the basic beliefs from sociology.com is we came from Dryopithecus, an ape-like creature that lived on the treetops. And his evolutionary step after him started to use their hands for food as well as defense. They also lost some of the length on their canines, bringing it closer to what our mouth would look like. The next evolutionary step actually started to stand up straighter. And the one after that one started to use tools to hunt. And the following one started to use tools to hunt as well as gathering with other cavemen, creatures, to actually start to hunt together. The following one is the Homo erectus, who hunted together and began living in caves and created fire. The Homo sapiens sapien, the following evolution, the closest one to us, is actually called the Homo sapiens sapien. There is two. It is the one that had the skulls more rounded, their jawline narrowed, and they had the first art painted on the cave walls. In conclusion, I hope you now believe, as I do, with the help from the definition, the understanding of the Big Bang Theory and the evolution of man. So I hope to soon see the theory of evolution being something accepted worldwide, leaving religious stories as just stories, and giving us a new belief in the theory of evolution.